Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com, and I'm in Guangzhou, China. And what I want to talk about is healing, but we're back to the basics on healing. And matter of fact, talking about basics, right now I'm employing basic solar power heating. You see, I'm sitting in the sun. So the windows on this side of the apartment is facing well, it's noon now, but we get the morning sun. So, and it's wintertime now, it's January. And so I'm using the solar heat. And that, I don't know if, when she bought this apartment, I don't know if she thought this out or not, but that's a good idea. Because we have heating, a heater, but like I say, solar heater is a whole lot easier when the sun is shining. So that's one part of going to basics. And the other part is tea. I'm having some lemon tea. And there you go. Lemon tea. Half a lemon. And we just put boiling hot water in there, and then I just sip on it. And the reason I'm let me just get all this clear. Like I say, we're on the edge of the industrial part or something like that. That's why there's a lot of equipment out here and construction stuff. And I say it's they used my wife's apartment for storage for her family, and now everybody's moving everything out, so you're going to hear my wife in there cleaning and getting everything all straightened out. But the thing is, I got sick, and it was what most people call the common cold, and my wife's a pharmacist. She's a retired pharmacist, and so we got a lot of communications problems. She doesn't speak English, but also there's a lot of other problems we have. And one thing is, I'm in the natural healing. She's a pharmaceuticist, so we've got problems. Now, I've already explained the rules before we got married, and that is I don't take medicine. I really don't care what she does, because I believe everybody is responsible for themselves. So that's what this is I'm talking about, is how you can take responsibility for yourself. And the reason I even thought about this is, for me, this is what I learned. My Anna, my wife of 41 years, she's dead now, but she had a couple of strokes, and it ended up she was totally paralyzed. And I went through all this before. I got videos talking about it, but I was able to get her back functioning again. And the thing is, I never listened to modern medicine. Modern medicine is what gave her the strokes. The medicine, the side effect of the medicine was stroke. Of course you're going to get a stroke. And so what I learned was I cannot believe modern medicine. They're in it for the money. They really don't care about our health. And so years ago, this is why we moved to Guatemala. Moved to Guatemala in 2002, 2003, something like that. And I was already learning natural medicine before that. when I was into training SWAT teams. Because I got beat up and got damaged a lot. I had how can I get myself healed without medicine? And so that's why I started getting into natural medicine and or natural ways of healing. And when we moved to Central America, I didn't have all the baggage of the government trying to tell me what I could do and what I couldn't do. And so I started learning more. And one of the biggest things that I learned was Hoi Chi. But and when we were down there, we had people from all over the world that were coming down to see me. Because like I said, we had a hotel and it was easy to find me. And so we had people from all over the world coming to get treatments and to learn it. But one of the other things that helped me develop the Hoi Chi was the touch healing. In other words, by touching the body, I can determine what's going on. Now, what happened is I got sick. I knew I was sick last night, and since I was sickly, I thought, well, so I told my wife I'm sickly, and so things are going to change, and so I made it through the night. Your body heals through the night, and but like I say, I knew this sickness was just coming, and so what I did is she's moving everything around. I just got a good night's rest and did everything normal. And when I woke up this morning, I knew I was sick. And so what I had to do was start treating. But it's hard to treat yourself. And like I say, we have communications problems. And besides that, she doesn't know anything about this stuff. So I had to teach her how to take care of me. And then that's what brought it to my attention that people don't know that by touching a person, you're going to learn a lot of stuff about their bodies. And the reason people don't know that is we're not taught that. We are taught that we're stupid. We are taught that we need doctors. Doctors are the ones that know. They know how to heal, so we're too stupid to do that stuff. So we don't learn the basics of healing. And the basics is touching. How many of you, mama or grandmama or somebody is going to put their hand on your forehead? That's the first thing that you do is you touch. When you hit your elbow on something, the first thing you're going to do is put your hand on it. Touch is the first step for healing. Okay. Now what happens when it's going to be a series of videos, and I'm going to explain what I'm touching, why I'm touching, and all this stuff. I'm still figuring out how I'm going to do this. I'm not going to show you my wife's naked body, so I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do the demonstration on video. Now, when I do classes or when I do treatments, I don't like doing treatments with one person, just that one person. I want somebody with them. I really like it when their spouse is there when I'm treating, because anybody can do this. Not I'm special. Anybody can do it. But we're not taught to do it. And that's what I do, is I teach people where to touch, how to touch, what you're looking for when you're touching. And with the Hoi Chi, I'm able to correct a lot of stuff. Some stuff I can't correct. So that's called sickness. You got problems. And so that's what I want to be talking about in this series. And whew, boy, already I'm going to have to stop, and we're going to have to make another one and go from there. So this is Mike, NoStressMike.com on part 1, and getting ready to do part 2.